Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Stay close to me, and you'll be safe.
How's it going, guys? So today's video is going to be a couple of things. I'm going to show you guys some of the tests I've been doing against negotiators. I don't have the negotiator yet. I'm 10 shards off, which is kind of unfortunate. I thought I had enough for it this last TB. Apparently I don't. So next TB I'll have it done, and then I'll do some more tests with in my arena. But today we'll just do some battles I've had versus negotiators I've seen. And pretty much it's going to be a little bit of that, but really it's going to be more about Anakin's ship. I mean, Anakin's ship is a great ship. Right now, I mean, there's still a little bit missing pieces to the Negotiator's whole fleet, and I just think it's very safe to say that the Anakin's ETA is the equivalent of the Han's Millennium Falcon for the Akbar fleet. I mean, the damage potential and all the DPS you'll be getting from Anakin's ship is just ridiculous. So that's the first part of the video. And then I also want to chat about Relics and how they are still free to play friendly for the most part, but you know, 6 to 7 are pretty, they're not at all. I mean, they're really tough to, unless you're like hoarding or you're just kind of somehow having a piece of gear left, because I mean, it's really tough to get some really good relics early on. Let's just show you guys some of mine. So I have only like 9 gear 13s, which is, you know, some of them are paid play, and I did spend some money on some of them, but I would say about 5 or 6 are totally free to play. So gear 13 for me has been mostly free to play. I did spend some on Scion recently because he needs those stupid, whatever those hollow projector things are, or those binoculars rather. I hate those things. He needs some of those. And then I got Grievous there. And I got, I think it was Daka there as well. So it was like 3 or 4, maybe, I'm not too sure. But everybody else, I'm pretty sure I had them like free to play. I got Padme, Anakin, like all these light side guys, I'm pretty sure I got all the way up just free to play. So that's gear 13s, you could say. And still a big issue. I mean, for, you know, free to plays, you know, light spenders, they're still going to have a hard time. They're going to be a little bit behind on the gear 13s. And that's the biggest issue still. It's still gear 13s. Relics only come once you get gear 13s, and if you don't have any gear 13s, guess what? Relics are useless for you. So that's like still the biggest issue. But now let's go chat a little bit about my relics and how I've been going about them so far, because I have been going about this free to play. I haven't spent any money on my relics yet. So I like to have around, you know, at least I'm at level 1, if I can level 2. But you don't really see the big stat increase from until you hit like level 3, 4, and then 5 is really the biggest point you can get, and then 6, 7 are just nuts. I mean, I'm not sure if I worded that correctly, but let's just reword that, I guess. Levels 1 through 5 are easier to get and to unlock. 6 and 7 you get the bigger increases, but if you want to talk about the usability and, you know, what you get from those levels and how much you have to put into it, the best bang for your buck is around levels 3, 4, and 5. So that's what I kind of meant there. But yeah, I like to shoot for all my defensive and offensive teams. I would like to shoot for around level 3s, and then for specific characters like Anakin, Grievous, and even Han Solo and Spear, I would like to go at least 4, 5, 6, and 7 if I can. But that's gonna take a while. I know that will take a long time, but for Anakin, I mean, Anakin's going to be a very versatile guy. I got this guy at level 7 a few days ago, and just the parts to get him are really, they're just ridiculous, guys. You have to use some Gear 12 Plus pieces, and you have to craft some specific guys. It's not like all of them in the game. They're very specific pieces. Some of them are, you know, you have like a lot of them because they're just not used a whole lot, and that's nice to see, but there are some that are going to be annoying. So it's kind of, it gets to a point where would you rather Relic 7 Gear 13, or would you rather just get a Gear 13? That's what it's kind of like here. So this is like all of this doing of Relics, in my experience this last little bit, all free to play. So this is all free to play stuff here. What I'm doing now, though, I did a previous video a little bit ago about how I'm spending my Cantina energy. All of it right now is going towards some more Clone Wars Jedi, just to ensure that I can have a good shot at getting the next Legendary. And if they don't happen, you know, to be needed, I mean, they're going to get reworked soon because they're going to be needed for the next light side TB. So it's going to be, you know, a good trade-off either way for me. So that's what I'm working on right now. But if I can, before the next GAC, I would like to get at least everybody to levels 2, and then, you know, levels 3 on some of them, like Scion, Spirit, Daka, you know, some of those guys. But yeah, I think Relics are, for the most part, pretty free-to-play friendly. 6 and 7, like I've been saying in the past, they're totally not. They're really hard to get. But I was lucky enough to have some extra pieces to get level 7s. Level 6, I mean, for the most part, is pretty easy, but it's going to be kind of ridiculous for people that are not spending or haven't played as long as I have. So yeah, there's a lot of different ones I kind of want to get into in the future. I've done previous videos on those, but just my whole take on Relics, I still think they're pretty fun. Not very creative of how the Relics are. I'm not sure really why I'm talking about this. Let's go into some negotiators, guys. Some negotiator battles, rather. Ooh, before we go into that, let's just show you guys the stats. So I got 6 E's on my Anakin. My ETA is maxed out to the brim. I mean, you can't get higher than this. Everything is maxed out on the abilities. He's maxed out on the shards, and this is his stats. So this is a level 7 Relic Anakin's ship. 100k, oh my gosh, 100k HP with almost 30k protection. That's pretty beefy. Speed, though, you get a lot of extra speed with these relics. 189. This can outspeed some Lightning Falcons now. You know, granted, it's not like a maxed out Falcon, it's like an average Falcon. I can outspeed this actually. So it's pretty cool for my counter I use. I can actually go and use his AoE before the Houndstooth can even go, before the Falcon can even go, so it's good there. But if I do happen to fight some either Gear 13 Falcons or Houndstooth, it doesn't work as well. And then, you know, Potency is cool, Tenacity is okay, whatever, but the damage is pretty nice. It gets, I'm pretty sure what it was before was around the 10k mark, so he gets around almost 3k extra damage, which is really good. CC is, you know, around the same. He only gets a little bit extra, only 40%, which is still cool. When you partner his crit chance with the 15% you get from Thrawn's unique and all that stuff he gives to the allies, it's going to be pretty dang good. It's going to be around 50%, which is a great rate to get crits on and do those big, huge hits on with his bonus turns. So these are just some of his stats. Now I want to show you guys some of the cool battles versus negotiators. Alright, so this was a guy's fleet. I'm not too sure if everything was in his thing was maxed, but I'm almost certain that he did have a level, or Gear 13 ground level relic for Anakin. So we this team I'm using, let's go over this team I'm using. This is the the Thrawn rather fleet with TFP, Poe, and Anakin. This can, you know, just demolish some Falcon teams, and I've used it like a lot, done videos on it as well. But in this team with the little savior ability with Anakin, because he's going to be there in the starting 3, it doesn't work as well. But with the AoE from Anakin, it can do some nice hits, and you can actually clear them out, which is good to see. But there are some times where it just doesn't work. So this team that I'm using isn't going to guarantee wins as much as it does versus the Falcons. But another cool thing why I like this team is because there's no Falcon. I can actually get Houndstooth in here, he can get a breach and his taunts up, and it sticks for pretty much the entire battle. So as long as I don't get demolished in the first little wave and I can survive until I get the reinforcement, I'm pretty good for the win. And with Thrawn's capital ship there, I can just annihilate really anybody. So that's nice to see. But I mean, I think the Negotiator is a great ship. I would like to see a little bit more tweaking and tune-ups to these specific GR ships, because I think they're missing something. And it would be really cool to see if we could not have Houndstooth in this team and have somebody that's kind of like Houndstooth, almost like another tank here. Maybe it's going to be Sergeant ship because he's a good tank already. Just have something a little bit similar to Houndstooth, because Houndstooth is used in every single fleet I've ever fought in my life. I would like to see a little bit more diversity, maybe some reworks to hit on the points of Houndstooth and make the GR and this whole Negotiator team a little bit more hard to kill. Or, yeah, hard to kill rather. I'm not sure what I was trying to go for there, but just, you know, stuff like that, and maybe another attacker in here, maybe their support would really come in clutch. I like having Anakin in here as a starting 3 when I'm thinking about using the Negotiator because of the unending loyalty or whatever it's going to be, the little savior ability. And I would like to see another ship come in that's a really good reinforcement, kind of like a Plo, that could serve as either a huge DPS ship or a huge support ship, because it's just nice to see and to have a little bit more help, because they are still missing a nice solid extra ship to really top off this whole fleet. But right now, I mean, it's a really solid ship and fleet. I think it's pretty solid. Let's go into another one. Alright, we'll just wrap it up with this last one. I'm not too sure if we won or not in this one, but I like this fleet a lot. I think the Negotiator is a really cool ship. For right now, if they were to bring out the Malevolence with another Separatist ship, that would for sure be meta dominant, and they would destroy the Negotiator. But this is kind of why I would like to see another ship being added to the GR. I mean, you get a lot of these different Jedi being added, maybe some new clones, maybe they add in a little bit more 501st and just clone synergy with the GR ships and the fleets. There's for sure something missing. And it would be cool to see, you know, a Yoda Starfighter. I don't know if they would do that. It's pretty, it's kind of out there, right? So I don't know. I would like to see like more DPS though, because if you want to talk about DPS, Anakin is quite squishy, even though he has 100k HP at level 7 Relic, and then that's still pretty dang squishy. So, I mean, outside of Anakin and Ahsoka, and possibly Fives, there needs to be either another DPS guy that can just do some nice burst damage, and you don't need to wait for like, because with how Fives the ship works, you got to kind of wait for the target locks to be applied, and you got to wait for all the stuff to be coming into play, and then you can do your big damage. I don't really want that. I don't want that as a new ship. I want to just see more burst damage and just more straight DPS, kind of like Anakin, kind of like Ahsoka. So something like that would be really cool to see. But yeah, this whole fleet is fun, and like I said, once I get mine unlocked, I'll do some more tests and do a video about that, because I do have some good ships. I got Gear 12 on pretty much everybody besides Plo and Sarge, and Plo should be getting up there soon for this next GAC, because I'm going to unlock him soon and 7-star him soon. So that's pretty cool. But as you can see here, this fleet I'm using still stomps it out because of Thrawn's Annihilate ability. As soon as you get Houndstooth in there, you're still going to win. So this one is a W, and that's pretty much it, guys. So, video today, just about some more Relic talk here, guys. Just finished up this battle, and just how I feel about the Negotiator. I think it's a great ship and a great fleet. I think we're just missing something, or maybe possible new reworks. That would be pretty cool to see. I don't think they've ever done a retouch or a rework on any ships in the game, so I do think that's kind of needed in some of these. But that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you guys did, give it a like, and share it around if you guys feel free to. And also, if you guys are new here, would be really appreciated if you guys give me a sub, because I do a lot of different videos here on the channel, and it would really help out the channel grow. And we have been growing like crazy over the last few days. Ever since Relics came out, we gained around 300 subs. That's awesome to see, guys. And I will be doing a 3K sub special here in a little bit. I'm not too sure what I want to play. I would like to play some Lego Star Wars with my brother, but that'd be pretty fun to do. I don't know. We'll see. That's it for my video today, guys. We got Discord and Patreon. Go check out those two things. Thank you guys for watching again, and I will see you later.